Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna go check on
The animals.
the animals.
Same thing though is you should let someone know where you're at if you are going to
Yeah.
be out and about, especially if you're going to be doing something that's questionable.
Yeah.
Because the last thing we need is for you to go missing. That would not be pleasant.
No. Oh, I still got 6 minutes left on it.
6 minutes. Oh, Sebastian. Imperio. The Shadow of Time.
I didn't get his owl yet.
You didn't get his owl.
No. No, I did not get his owl yet.
Should we speak with him, Met? It's all about gobbledegook.
Oh. It is Gobbledegook.
It's all about gobbledegook. Oh, he's
Yeah.
all the way up on the tower.
Where is he? Oh, he's in the astronomy tower.
Yeah.
He's a stargazing nut. Okay.
I mean, it is out of fear that you do kind of stay in the safety of caution, but I mean, even if you think, oh, everything's fine,
Hello
everything's safe, it can go from fine and safe one moment to very much
Hello,
so
Elise.
not fine
Do
and
I
not
recall
safe
you
the
saying that you
next.
speak gobbledygook?
Yeah.
And I think the best indication of that is kind of like even
Speak
League
it?
of Legends. If you go
Is this to do with the
and you
goblin I saw you
overextend
with in
yourself, how
Hogsmeade?
quickly
It
you
is.
can get taken
His
out.
name is Lodgok. We could use
Yeah.
your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting!
Ah,
I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Yeah.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Alright. Well, that's all the way down. Well, kind of all the way down.
oh wow, that's all the way.
Yeah. Hello, Lodgok.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the
a
details
weird name.
surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Lodgok. Sounds like a lich name.
It does. Let's see.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Oh.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be
That
Gobbledegook.
significantly puts our
Well,
quest
yes.
in jeopardy.
Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Oh boy.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Enter the mine.
Right.
There's an eyeball.
That especially puts
door is looking at
what we're
us.
doing in real jeopardy, because if he's already looking at those 5 names,
Mm-hmm.
then he already knows quite a significant amount.
Yeah. Enter the mine.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
Where did that? Oh, I went to. Okay, well, potion.
Oh.
Revelio.
I've
This
read about
mine
mines
is
like
huge.
this, but seeing it is something else altogether.
Come on, dude. You're not gonna join me on this thing? Okay.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. I know who my friends are now, don't I? Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago. Swan. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here.
Lucas, don't tell us.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things
Okay.
right.
Oh, you just magically teleported to me.
Lucas, don't tell us.
There we go. Oh, there was another one I do.
That was a little more than I'm used to. I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
That definitely is interesting though, because it does tell us that Ranrock knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, how much more does he actually know, or is it not very much more that he knows? Oh yeah, this is pretty large.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Alright. Open this big chest. Hey.
Revelio.
Alright, let's
I
go.
feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
They're up there.
I'll be quiet.
Yes, thank you for being quiet.
Revelio.
Alright. Which way are you guys facing?
Someone there? Afraid to fight?
No, I'm not afraid to fight. I just don't want to fight.
Lucas, don't tell us.
That was the wrong highlight.
Wait a moment.
Lucas, don't tell us.
Hey, 2 in 1. I can't get anywhere.
Fascinating to see Gobbledegook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Alright.
Revelio.
Something large.
They're building something large.
Something large.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Did you say empty-headed or empty-handed?
Empty-headed. Like you didn't learn anything or you didn't get anything out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot more people in here.
Someone out there? Someone there?
Oh my goodness, more of them.
Doing one.
What's that? Who's there?
Yes.
I'm just gonna go all out.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit. Is somebody there? Hello? What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone. Huh? Who is it? I know I heard something that time.
There we go.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards with...
It's like I got too many plants not to use them.
Oh, this moving is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much work.
Another schematic, another board.
I am
This place is
handling
more
it
complex than I had
sneaky.
expected.
I can't get over there. That. And still.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement
yeah.
we need right now.
Oh. Seems pretty simple.
Revelio.
Okay.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
We go. Oh, there's a lot more of you now.
Can be used for better things than this so-called patrol.
I'm good at sneaking about. You'll see.
I did not want to do that. Okay.
Let's get this over with. There you are. Crack coming here.
Okay.
Put me down!
should be the last of them, Amit.
A lot of them.
Revelio.
Okay.
Clever.
Open that door. Oh, there it is.
Revelio.
Ah.
Hmm?
Confringo. Bombarda.
Oop, didn't want that. Alright, that brings the lift down.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Oh boy.
Again, it sounds like he's reading out of a book.
Alright, back up to Lodgok.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Yes, hopefully we can get out of here without me being lost. Like I always am.
Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Alright. Out of the mine.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Adieu to you two.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
All right. Quest complete.
Okay. Well, things have definitely changed. Two things I want to note. One thing is when you've got Ranrock and you've got Victor, and they're having those conversations, and they're kind of out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
The scene doesn't fit. The scene, the setting doesn't fit. When Ranrock is talking to Victor, I would more so envision them in like a private chamber or something like that, and we're kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of sneaking around the corner and listening in on that conversation. The scene is not put together so that the story really kind of flows for that. So it's really off-putting, it's offsetting that the scene isn't put correctly where it needs to be, and where you have a little bit more personalization with those conversations happening
Mm-hmm.
and being overheard. So I wish we had a little bit more connection. It just kind of feels like it was half put together. It wasn't really very well connected. And then this, for what it is, isn't bad. They've got kind of Lodgok's kind of point of view that, hey, Miriam is, this character, and they do a good job with his perspective. But how he's relating it and how he's telling it is like he's reading out of a book, and
Yeah.
it doesn't really give a lot of depth to the character when it's literally like he's just reading his character's profile out of a book. I can't help you much there. It is good. I mean, it is a storytelling type of perspective to take on a character, but when they're kind of like third perspectiving themselves in the book, telling how they are telling themselves of how they're perceiving someone, and it takes a very awkward kind of moment. It is a kind of, it does the job. It gives us his perspective on how he's feeling about things, and how he's taking a perspective of another person, how the other person is affecting them. but
Mhm.
especially coming from a storytelling like they're reading out of a book, just kind of puts you off center. It doesn't really strike you as well as if it was like, yeah, Miriam put the impression on me. She wasn't affected by my goblin appearance or my goblin, and I really enjoyed that about her, versus, oh, it's kind of coming out from a book or something like that. It feels more so like it's coming out of a book than it's coming from his, direct perspective, and from him actually telling you, about his acquaintance with Miriam. I feel like it could have been done a little bit better than just kind of feeling like it's read out of a book, so to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely some things to improve. There is kind of a gold mine there though, with you know this perspective. But again, like how it's portrayed, how it's dealt with and done, could have been executed a little bit better. It could have been better. But it is interesting, and it is interesting to see where the story's going so far. Uh, but uh, yeah, we just got to see more of it. We got to see more of where this goes. For what was given here in this little clip, I hope that's not just it. That this is not just all the story that they're going to give. I hope that it goes more depth, and especially with Poppy's quest, it has actually been kind of enjoyable. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is that all the time we have for this episode?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. And we will see you guys in the very next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.